We caught up with Victoria Nalule, an international oil and gas law and policy and energy and mining expert at Total's Tilenga project, on her tour of Uganda's oil fields. Her view is that extractives have a great potential to finance the much talked about energy transition.
Yes, finances are key, but for the countries that already have the extractive resources, that is oil, gas and minerals, they can use the revenue from these resources to finance the energy transition. So it's not that when you're extracting fossil fuels, it's the end, or you're not caring about climate change. You can still care about climate change or address climate change by using the revenues, part of the revenues from the extractive sector, that is oil, gas, to finance the renewable.
Uganda's commercial oil development is on course, according to officials. The airport almost done and can now land large planes. This is mobilization for financing key infrastructure. The refinery is ongoing. Last week, government opening up offers for the public sector for investment capital.
When you have refining, you are definitely going to get byproducts from the refining of crude. In fact, some countries don't even have the crude. All they do is they set up a refinery, because from the refinery, the byproducts that come out, the petrochemicals that come out, lead to a number of petrochemical industries.
Now, if you have farmers who have capacity to meet the required standards and produce the required quantities, after supplying the oil and gas projects, or even if there is additional produce from the farmers, this means having an airport in the region can offer us the opportunity to use it for exporting of agriculture and other produce.
Despite a barrage of negative criticism to the country's oil project, joint venture partners Total Energies and China's Sinopec are ramping up works on the ground.
We'll be producing at 40,000 barrels per day. And at 40,000 barrels per day, we expect to produce for about four years, and then we start going down, the production will come down. But that production will be supported by the Kaisotonya fields that are meant to come at least 4 or 5 years after first oil. And the Kaisotonya fields include Mputa, includes in Zizi, and includes Waraga. All those have production licenses currently.
Back to climate change financing, according to the Africa Development Bank, Africa will need approximately $213.4 billion to close its climate financing gap by 2030. Cash from the private sector to complement constrained public resources. Malcolm Sime, NTV Tonight, Business.